Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game.
Come on, fellas.
Now Ryan on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Charlie! We won it! Come to my work!
Now Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Ready?
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
49, check 49, check 49.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The extra receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Kill.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And Latimer's got it. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Topper!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, hold it.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Ready?
Jones operating from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Zoo. Joker. Check nickel. Whip. Watch the whip.
And that'll set him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Mike 5'9". I'm coming. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Let's get the ball. Now.
From the gun, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Kill. X3, 218, chopper. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here we go.
Now it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Now on first and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up second and goal at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Throwing Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, orbit.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Bravo.
Now Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
39.
Ryan. Space to maneuver at the 40. This is caught by Hearns. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check, 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 check. Smooth. Quit talking about it and bring it. 31.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Hearns brings it in. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get there. Check 44. Check 44. Hey, 59, Daddy.
Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan, and he will find Ridley. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Check. Hey, Alpha. 52, right? Get up.
Throwing again. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. Throwing again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! Calvin Ridley, 42 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. 80 weapons. Check 25. Check 20. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
No. Protein spill. Check. 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Jim. He's coming. We got double up. Let's go.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flushed out right. And he goes out right around the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike's 7. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check it.
Jones now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check 3, check 3. Ready?
Here's Jones, throwing again. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Why? Get wide. Go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Jones on 1st down. He'll rifle this one. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, Charlie.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Six, pull it high.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
11.
Check the backer.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, box truck.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Hey, they scared. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Get in the weight room.
Now Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones now operating from the gun. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 62 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They run. Devontae Freeman able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Let's go, dude. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Hey, Brickley.
Hey, shoot.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he's got it to Hearns. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
54, Tom. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready. 25.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Ryan trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Back to the man.
Hey, Tuesday.
No chance.
Hey, Orbit.
52, right 52.
Ryan will throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. B.J. Goodson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Bravo.
Watch the run. 31's the mic. Strip the ball.
To throw is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Double time. 4 down.
Gun.
31's the mic.
Hey, echo.
It's just.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Here's Matt Bosher now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll run with Barkley, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Wild Bill. Mike's fine.
Hey.
Hey, me and you all day.
You draw quarters.
I'm coming after you. Under 10.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Jones. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24.
Check.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Ready. Hey, Alpha.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan completes it to Hearns. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
52, Mike 52.
Hey, Steve 6.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. What?
From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Lions pass complete to number 18, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Atlanta. Giorgio Tavecchio.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. Take the edge, take the edge. Come.
Any weapon. Hey, high 7. Go.
Mine's 59. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Tack McKinley able to get him for a loss of about 3. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Let's go, baby. Say. Shoot.
General West. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Sponge! No, wait!
Here's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down, Atlanta.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's a give to Freeman running right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, express! 21!
Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Freeman again, a first down carry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now it's Freeman. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Ready, Blue 80! Blue 80!
Let's go, Heavy.
Check!
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Freeman. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now has to be not to wallow in it, but to use it